Bob's got a lovely setup, lovely home, lovely bird aviary, blended into a magnificent race and breeding loft. How many agents you got here, Bob? Beautiful. 7.5. Backing onto Alma Park 2.
Okay, Pete, the loft design here has virtually been made that way that it's easy on the cleaning and the maintenance. It's been designed with a steel frame and a steel floor so that there's no scraping of floors, which makes it, gives me more time for actually training pigeons. The outside sheeting on the loft is actually colour-bond, which I don't have to paint or have any maintenance problems with it whatsoever. Once a year I just give it a wash down, brush down with a broom, and it's back to being spotless again.
We're inside the stock loft and aviary of Bob's breeding area. And looking down the side here we see rows of nest boxes, 4 in each row, 5 in each row. A lovely aviary fly out, entering into another stock section at the far end. Takes to the hole in the floor there, into the other section, so it's all nice and secure. They come out in the elements any time they like. Very secure. Righto, what have we got here, Bob?
Okay, in this pen here, we have a, this cock here is a black Burton cock from Fred Burton himself. Right, they're supposed to be hen seams. They were brought over in 1903 by his father, and he's bred them that way ever since.
No outcrosses at all?
No outcrosses whatsoever in the hen seams. Fred Burton has won over 52 races, over 500 miles that I know of. The man himself's a champion flyer. Black cock's mated to is a hen that Peter Preston bred for me. She won me the hard Marlborough last year and the second best velocity in Brisbane. And then she went on 4 weeks later to win me the club and 4th in the Fed in the Bowen Smash.
What bloodline is she?
She's goes back to the Randall O'Toole's.
Oh, Randall O'Toole's, right.
Mm-hmm. Blue bar cock in this pen here, that's 6th in the special quilpie. He is also the father of Timmy Johnson's Silky Eyes. The hen here, the red hen with him, is my Byrock Smash winner. Cocked in at 3:45 on Sunday afternoon, released Saturday morning at 7 o'clock.
Looks like the Tommy Holmes stuff of Stuckies.
She goes back to the Stucky pigeons on one side 2 generations back. She is a granddaughter of my second in the Golden Pet Hen on the other side. So the mother of Phil Treverton's red cock, which is also breeding a couple of winners.
Nice pair. What's the Silky Eyes cock, Bob?
The Silky Eyes hen has got Timmy Johnson 2 fed places over 500 miles, and she's also won 3 races, and she should have won about 5 races for him.
That's the old Randall O'Toole again.
Well, they're Belle Harrison.
Belle Harrison.
Right. The cock in this nest box here is bred out of Ronnie Scott's 5th in the Cape Fed. The sire is one of Bobby Watton's original cocks. This cock here, up to date, has bred me 4 club winners and 3 fed place gathers.
He's the Belf again?
He's Belle Harrison. The hen that he's with now is a plum pied hen from Barry Hutchison, which is your ABC blood. This cock here, mated to her sister last year, produced me a double fed place gather.
Where from, remember?
from Gladstone and Mackay.
Pretty nice pair. That was speed and endurance.
This pair of pigeons here, the plum cock, is from Barry Hutchison again. Barry has lent me these plum pigeons because he's not flying this year and he's a good friend of mine. The hen that he's with is my double fed place getter last year from Gladstone and Mackay. I also clocked her 5 times besides the 2 fed places. She was also my second pigeon in the second Gladstone, which I got 3rd club, 5th section and 7th overall in the fed. So she would have been another fed place getter for me last year.
The crosses there, the Balfour Jansen.
She's Balfour Jansen, and she's back to the Jansen cock.
Good.
That's her 2 youngsters there, the one plum and the one checker pied.
You're healthy, Bob.
They're very healthy.
What do you got them on to breed this magnificent squeakers? What sort of feeding you on do?
Well, I use a lot of turkey broiler pellets.
Finisher or the starter or?
The finisher pellets, which gives them the actual, it keeps the feather in good nick and they don't lose so much weight. Easy digested and it's got plenty of vitamins in it.
Simple to manage.
It's very simple to manage. The whole setup with the mesh floors and the breeding boxes and the turkey pellets is so I don't have to muck around and make sure they're not deprived of feed. You know, because of the time I have with them, I have to make it easy for them. And here is virtually the basis of all my stock pigeons. The cock himself is the blue bar cock. He got me 11th in the Townsville fed. He came off the roof of the house at 7 o'clock in the morning. The cock is also bred, he is out of my Morgan hen, and my double Morgan winner, which is out of my golden fed hen, which was second on the golden fed hen. On the sire side is a cock 396, which was the Ronnie Scott Balfour cock. And the 396 is also the father of the skinny cock and Timmy Johnson. Right. Which I bred the both of them together the same year. The hen that he's with is my Broad Meadows winner. My Broad Meadows winner is a daughter of the second golden fed hen and a daughter of the Ronnie Scott Balfour cock, the 396 cock. So they're virtually line breeding. The Broad Meadows winner, is the mother of all my good stock hens and the grandmother of a lot of my fed places.
All right.
She is the main hen of the lot.
Can we have a look at the wing on a couple of those birds? See what they're like first off.
The Townsville cock, 11th in the Townsville fed, and this is the Townsville cock's wing. You can see the big step in the wing.
Yep.
You can't get much better than this cock here. He is also the father. His first youngster was 11th in the section in Camden, 11th in the section in Goulburn 2 weeks later. Then the year after, he won me the first combine. This is the Broad Meadows winner herself. Right. The wing of the Broad Meadows winner is virtually the same as the Townsville cock. You can see the big step in the wing. It's approximately 12 to 15 centimetres.
Right.
This hen here, just to make it straight with the breeding, is also, on the Ronnie Scott side, is the granddaughter of the 5th Mackay fed hen. And she's typical of the Balfour hens. Here is a brother of my Quilpie cock. Right. I flew him on the west. He flew child level for me and came in with a stake hanging out his wing. I removed the stake and I waited for the bleeding to heal. He actually healed and I thought he was right for Windora. I sent him to Windora. He turned up at 7 o'clock on the Sunday morning for me at Windora, bleeding from the wing. This cock in turn so far for me has bred me 5 fed place getters, and 4 combine places.
Can you turn him on his side a bit without disturbing so I can see him move a bit? He's all quality. He's Balf again, eh?
He's Ralph Harrison. He's actually a grandson of the junior Fed winner.
Oh, I see.
Of Ronnie Scott's.
What about his mate?
The mate, that hen there was lent to me by Peter Preston for this year. She is all of the original Hatley breeding lines.
Mm-hmm.
She is Randall.
First cross, prime out, eh?
Mm-hmm. Well, she's a proven hen. And he doesn't need any introductions.
No, no.
Last year he was the father of my Townsville hen, which was 13th in Townsville Fed. She in turn the year before was 11th in the National, the first pigeon on the north side of Brisbane.
Mm-hmm.
And his daughter, one of his daughters is in the breeding loft for Phil Treverton and bred him 2 Fed place getters.
I've seen her, she's a beautiful thing.
Every year he produces me a Fed place. Here, the Mealy Pied cock won me first club co-bar by 10.5 hours and 4th in the Fed at 9 o'clock at night. He's out of the Windora Fed winner and he's a grandson to the Broadmeadows winner. His hen in turn, the Blue Bar hen, she is out of my Byrock winner by the 405 cock of Ron Hatfield. The 405 cock is Ronnie Scott's house. Yeah. This is before midnight, the cock. He's the Windora Fed winner at 11 o'clock at night. He's also the father of my Cobar Night Flyer cock, which is 4th in the Fed. He's also my father of the Roma winner. He's the father of 14th from Renmark. He's got 3 other places to his name last year. He's a brilliant cock. He's Randall O'Toole. His mate there is the Blue Bar hen, which she is out of the Bell cock, the grandson of the junior Fed winner, the Ronnie Scott's, by my Byrock winner again. She got me 11th in the K Fed last year. Nice pet.
Like the Windora Fed winner. You won't see many birds like this fella. Bit of a legend on the north side of Brisbane. The only bird to fly Windora on the day, just before midnight. Hence the name, before midnight. Tell us about him again, Bob.
Well, the cock himself is Randall O'Toole. He was given to me by Gary Valco. The O'Toole side goes back to the Hacking and Solomon's O'Tooles, and the Randall side goes back to Billy Cope's Randalls. Before midnight we found him on the actual concrete floor outside the loft at 11:15 on the Saturday night. He is the only pigeon in the history of Queensland Racing Pigeons from Brisbane to fly Windora on the same day. If you have a look at the Windora Fed winner's wing, he also has that large step in the wing.
The last 3 flights are very thin too, aren't they? And
Yes.
well ventilated.
That's right.
Exactly the same dimension.
Yeah. The actual step in the wing in this cock is about 3/4 of an inch, which is about 20 millimetres.
That's the secondary to the first primary?
That's right. You can see it there.
Right. Probably lost it.
Mm.
Got it.
Mm. This cock here is the son of the bell cock at the other end. He also flew Windora for me. He's just been put in a stock lot. This hen here is a Burton hen seen here. I've got a lot of faith in her daughters for this year. And she's pure Hanson.
You've ever raced across before? This is the first attempt.
This is the first attempt this year. I've won Kempsey this year with one of them.
Oh, that's good. That's my first cross.
Yes. cock again is another pigeon of Barry Hutchison. That itself is Belgium. The hen that he's mated to is of the grandson of the junior fed winner Ronnie Scott's by a daughter of the Broadmeadows winner. This hen here won the first club 11th National Charleville, and she also won the third club 13th Fed Townsville last year. She in turn was also my second pigeon in the Mackay, and her sister got the 11th in the Mackay Fed in front of her.
Yeah. You'll be a healthy youngster too, mate. And breed the bigger.
Yeah, your problem with it is it's a cock.
Same flying loft mouse, quite large and spacious. Really nice, comfortable purchase. Again, the mesh floor. What's down there, Bob?
That's where I keep the spare stuff in.
Let's look at.
In here is the middle pied hen. She is a daughter of the Broadmeadows winner. She mated to the Windor Fed winner at 5 months old when I paired her, produced the Caravan Night Flyer, 4th in Fed. The same year, Yo Hill, which is a son of the Stucky Cock by my Broadmeadows winner. The blue bar hen here is the mealy pied hen's sister. They in turn are also the sister to the red hen in the stock block. This hen here is the mother of my 11th in the National, 13th in Townsville, and 3 combine places in the last 3 years.
Certainly quality. I'm surprised you're looking for anything better.
Well, I'd just like to have something different.
For a boss.
Yes, just to play with. I know my pigeons can do the job for me. It's just a matter of trying something else. It's just, something else to do.
Good, good.
And here is my buy-off winner. I won both buy-offs. This one hen won the first buy-off, and the red hen won the second buy-off. She in turn has bred me 2 fed place getters, 7 places, and 2 winners. She is bred out of the Belfcock, which is a son of the 5th and Cape Fed hen, by a mealy hen from Robbie Stucky.
Sort of wing, huh? Again,
The nice step in the wings there, and the main flights are nice and thick. Welcome.